one of these insightful lectures entitled The Life of Lord Mahavira, The Birth of Dharma Chakravarti, Part 3 of 5 on Between Master and Disciples, given in Chinese and English on June 22, 2019, at the New Land Ashram, Taiwan, also known as Formosa.
So one of the skeptic God in heaven jokingly said to Sakra that the king of God was exaggerating. So he wanted to test the prince whether or not he's really the bravest, the most courageous being or not. Oh, oh my God. I'm terrified already. When the gods of this kind of heaven come down and want to test you, oh, I don't know, you cannot run anywhere. Okay? Even the best spy, the best CIA agent on this planet were to chase you, to hunt you down. You will have more chance to run away than if this God, one of these gods come down and try to catch you. Nowhere to run. You cannot escape. You just have to sit there and have to endure whatever they want to measure upon you. This is terrible. I'm already scared. Yeah. Okay, now this God from this heaven, they are specialized in making trouble for a practitioner. And it's not the prince's fault even. He's only 8 years old kid. He did not even say, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I can do this, I can do that, and I want to save the planet. We must go read nothing. He didn't do anything. It's not his fault. If he grown up already and vowed to save all beings or saying such a great thing like that, then possibly the gods should come down and test him. But it's none of their business. I'm telling you, I really don't like these gods at all. They should just mind their own business. In heaven, they have everything they need. They're so happy, joyful. Why do they mess with us? We, the mortal, we do nothing wrong to them. Never mind. They still want to come down and mess with you. Terrible. So, said and done. This God, not the Sakra God, but the smaller God, maybe subordinate God, yeah? Say to the king that he's going down now to test Vatman, just because the king of God praised him. The king of God praised him, not the prince himself. He's only a kid. Oh, see what he's doing. Okay. If you're scared, just block your ears. Now, Vatman, the prince, was playing with children of his age in the Sanatkan jungle. The game was to race to a target tree, climb up and come down. It's a kid's game, yeah? And get to that tree, whatever the tree they designate, climb up and come down. So easy. Whoever is the first one to reach the ground was the winner. Yeah. Maybe they all climb up together at one time, and then they all come down together. Yeah? See whoever come down first. So, Vatman ran the race and was first to climb the tree. They probably do the timing. And then the boys on the ground saw a ferocious cobra slithering up around the trunk of the tree. The boys see that. You know who that is already, right? You can guess, right? Suddenly a cobra appeared from nowhere, and right exactly where the prince was climbing, and hissing and raised his hood. The boy started trembling with fear and run away. Yeah. From a safe distance, they run away far away already from the cobra, and they shouted to the prince, Vatman, do not come down. There's a black serpent on the tree trunk. Don't come down. Vatman, already on his way down, saw the snake and also heard the call of his friends. He shouted back, "Be quiet! Don't be afraid!" So he jumped down. The snake followed him and hissing and leaped at Vatman, jumped at him. Yeah. With astonishing agility, the prince caught the snake by the hood and with a jerk threw it away like a piece of rope. He caught him. Wow. As we would thought, huh? After this, the boys started playing another game. This game called Tindushak. This game was also a race to a target tree. The winner was to ride piggyback on the losers and return to the base. So whoever loses have to carry the winner on his back and then run all the way with the winner on the back, run back to the base. The god who had come to test Vatman also joined the group in disguise as a boy. Okay? In the game, when Vatman won, the god got Vatman on his back and started back to the base. The god was the loser then, one of the losers, so he has to carry Vatman on his back and run back to the base. Yeah. But on the way, he transformed himself into a giant. With the prince on his back, the god flew into the sky. Big giant carried the prince, flew into the sky. The boys shouted with fear, "Vatman! Vatman!" But the prince was very undaunted. Hit the giant with his mighty fist. Boom! The god cried. The giant god cried with pain. Probably he know where to hit, nah? Maybe here or eyes or whatever. I don't know where he hit, but the god was crying in pain and had to land back on the ground. Vatman jumped from his back, but the culprit disappeared, and in his place appeared a god who begged Vatman's forgiveness. I like that. I like that very much. So, I don't know if I should like it, because we're not supposed to hit somebody else or anything. But this guy, he deserved it. He messed up. And he's bigger than Vatman. So, I think it's okay. If it were me, on this giant back, I would also probably given him some of my kung fu. Yeah. Yeah, he has no business to go there and mess with the kids' game and then took him to the sky, scaring all the kids like that, right? Bad boy. So the god came down and then kneel on the floor and begged the prince to forgive him. Fine, I like that. Now, Indra, I want to test him as well. Oh, there's a next test now. My God, what is this? His life has to be tested all the time. What for? Now, in the school, when Vatman entered the 9th year of his age, his parents thought that it was time to impart martial and formal education befitting a Kshatriya boy to him. Kshatriya, the high class of India, and there are 4 classes. Kshatriya is the top class, yeah? The class of the warrior, yeah, of royalty. Well, I don't think it's the first one. I think the first is Brahman, no? Any India, help me?
First is Brahman.
Brahman, second is Kshatriya. Okay, correct, yeah. Lucky I remember, otherwise he was laughing at me, see that? Thank you. Yeah, I'm not Indian, you see, and I know all this since I was younger. And long time I don't use this kind of knowledge. For what? Yeah. I'm not Indian. And even Indian people not often remember these things. They have many other things to learn nowadays, especially learn computer and stuff. Nobody care about Brahma or Kshatriya or whatever the class. But in India, when you go to India, you still have to be mindful of these classes. You don't touch the Brahman class, okay? You don't touch their things. You don't try to go too near to them or utter something that's disrespectful. Even if you go in their kitchen, your shadow is already making trouble for you. If you cast your own shadow in their kitchen, for them it means contamination, pollution, in different kind, spiritually, and they don't like that. So therefore, the prince had to learn martial, not just formal education, but martial art as well, because he's a Kshatriya class, okay, warrior, They decided to send him to school. So when he went to the school, he offered his respect to the teacher, just like any other ordinary student. In spite of having all worldly knowledge since his birth already, by offering respect to his teacher, Vatman honored the age-old traditional ideals. Even if he knows everything already, but he went to school, he must offer respect to his teacher. Just the same like every other child, You maybe prostrate in front of the teacher, maybe 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, depends. And then you make some offering, That means you accept him as your teacher and you respect him. You prostrate to his feet, to show respect and obedience, And many of the Asian countries have this tradition. Maybe nowadays they don't do that anymore. But in some area, possible still have some little tradition left. Remember last year, there was one Vietnamese old man got initiation, and he wanted to prostrate to me 3 times. He kept insisting that it's a tradition, Vietnamese tradition. You have to prostrate to your teacher 3 times. But I said, no, here nobody prostrate to nobody. So please don't do that. He was very reluctantly not doing it. He would have loved to do it with all his heart. I can see that. But I don't want to make it into a tradition here. Imagine 1,000 people just got initiation, and then I just sit here for 1 hour long, waiting for the prostration to finish. Understand? How do I have time to read books for you? I have to read book at home already. Check out if it's worthy to offer it to you. I read other books also, but it was too complicated. So I did not bring it here. I bring this one. It's a very good book. It's simple. Even child and adult can enjoy it. And I don't have to explain a lot. All I do is just know how to read English. Simple. So nowadays maybe we cut that. But in the Buddha's time, they still do that. And whenever any of the students wanted to ask Buddha some question, Buddha time, it is written in the sutra, but I guess in every other tradition in India, about Buddha's time, or nowadays even, they still prostrate to the guru, to the master, when they want to ask something, or when they first came in to greet him, when they came visit, not just the first time, but whenever they can visit the master, they bow to the master. And whenever they take leave, they do the same. I think we better not do anything, because if I let him do it, then everybody else would like to do it. And knowing you will take your time, and you will keep looking, and you try to do it very slowly, and 1 extra bow and 2 extra bow, and then, my God, it will take forever. Even I respect traditions, and it's not a bad tradition, but logistically speaking, it's not practical. Okay, I know many of you also want to do that. You keep asking me, but no. Okay? No is no. N-O. No. We don't need this kind of respect. We respect inside, okay? We respect by keeping the precept, by being vegan, by meditating diligently, and really trying to abide by the master teaching and try to go home. That is a real respect. Outer respect, anybody can do. Inside respect is harder. Yeah, I want the inside respect. And the proof of the respect. Not just bowing on the floor. Anybody can do that. But believe me, after I die, they probably make a statue out of me and put me somewhere, and then people will still come bowing, because that time I cannot forbid them. I cannot say anything. Right, so the teacher gave him the first lesson of the alphabet. Vatman listened silently. After some time, the teacher called him and asked, "Prince, you are just idling. Why don't you repeat the lesson and try to memorize it?" Yeah. The same like my father told me when I was young. "Why don't you ever study anything at home?" I say, "I know it already by heart." So I read it to him, and then he believed me. Yes. I read without a book, yeah? Without a book. So in reply, Vatman recited the full alphabet for the teacher. The teacher was very, very surprised. While he was trying to fathom the surprising capacity of the little boy, an old man, an old Brahmin with a tilak on his forehead. Yeah, you know tilak, right? India people, they put some red dot in front of your forehead here, between the eyebrow, a little bit up. Good idea, no? That was a tradition before. The teacher would have put something here, yeah, so that the disciple always remember the third eye. So they reminded each other, Or when they look in the mirror, seeing the tilak in front of the forehead, they would not forget where to concentrate. Yeah, it's a good idea. Everything you know of value is inside you. So whatever I told you outside, I told you already, it's just pastime, no? It's worldly knowledge. Whatever truly divine knowledge is imparted to you without language, without words. So you have that already, yeah? And every time you come to see me, I just entertain you. So now we continue with the prince. So the teacher was very surprised and was trying to really understand the magnitude of this boy's intelligence and capacity. So there was one old Brahmin with the tilak on his forehead entered the school. Yeah, one day. The teacher greeted him and offered a seat. The Brahmin asked some complex question on grammar. The teacher could not reply and remained silent, looking down in shame. He cannot answer. Yeah. So the Brahmin smiled and said, "Acharya, please do not bother yourself. Teacher, don't worry, Maybe I will ask this little new student of yours. Maybe he can solve my problem. If you allow me, may I ask him?" The prince, yeah. So the teacher consented, and the old Brahmin put the complex questions before Vardhaman. Yeah. Little Vardhaman, without hesitating, gave correct and appropriate answers. The teacher stared dumbfounded at the little boy. The Brahmin smiled and said, "Acharya," teacher, "please, Acharya, don't feel insulted. You are not aware that the sun of knowledge of this era is present before your very eyes as Prince Vardhaman. He is the future Lord Mahavir Swami, the omniscient." Nothing he cannot do. So, it is believed that Indra compiled his questions and Vatman's answers into a book named Indra Vyadaran, the grammar of the Indra. Indra is another god, yeah? Maybe lower than Shakra, but also very powerful, okay? He's lower than Shakra, right, or higher? Lord of Rain, yeah. Lower than the Chakra. But he is still very powerful, also capable of testing. Beware of all these gods. They are not always very friendly. I don't know why they're so scared of us practitioners. I mean the real practitioners will be always tested since little already with all kind of things. Maybe centipede bite or some sickness or some kind of scary situation and family trouble, when you were little already, they already test you how you solve this family problem for your parents even. When parents are helpless, how you help them also. I had also some cases like that. Yeah. So they even compile these questions and answers into a book. Yeah, I mentioned already. Okay, this is 2 goddesses have tested Vardhaman. Yeah, 2. But these are nothing. These tests are nothing, believe me, compared to the one that Lord Mahavira had to endure afterward in his adult life and in his ascetic life, seeking the truth. The more determined you are to help humankind, help all beings, the more tests you will have to undergo. And not everyone passed the test. That's why we don't have many masters. Because some tests are very, very severe, above human endurance and intellect and capacity. Okay, now they are talking about Mahavira's family. Okay, we will finish that. And tomorrow we will talk about his life as a monk, okay? Ascetic monk. Not just normal monk, but ascetic monk. Extremely ascetic. Yeah. After you heard the story about his asceticism, you feel very, very lucky and grateful to be able to sit here on a soft cushion and a clean floor and have a roof and have aircon and fan and whatever. Nowadays in India, people still practice asceticism like that. I saw many of them. Maybe not the same as the Lord Mahavira, but I'm just telling you some of the ascetic style that the monks in India practice, like the sitting on the nail bed, okay, without flinching, without moving. I think if you want to cure your problem, maybe you try that. Because it hurts so much, you will not be able to close your eyes or move, okay? The more you move, the more it hurts. And after a while, their mind is so strong that even the nails won't pinch their body, yeah? So strong, practice, yeah? But until then, I'm not sure how many holes they already have on their body. Yeah, just like in Taiwan or China or Asian, they practice Qigong, huh? And they can lay on top of broken glass, and somebody even punch them on it, and still nothing hurt them. The glass will fall off their skin just like some baby powder. Yeah, I saw that. Or if somebody put a spear sharp into their throat here, this is the most sensitive area, no? Put it here. And somebody push it, 1 or 2 or many people push it, depends on how strong the practitioner. And the spear will bend, but their throat just have a little red color, a little bit red, like you scratching, that's all. Nothing happening to them. Yeah, that's practicing Qigong. In our group, there are some people also like that. Yeah, they did in front of me. Before, when I don't have a lot of you, and me and the long-term resident, one of them also performed this act. Yeah, it's probably recorded somewhere. Just for fun, huh? And I also show off sometimes, like I lay down very flat on the bed or just on the table. And I dare a big, strong boy come and lift me up if he can. Cannot. Long time ago. I don't test now. I'm not sure. Long time I don't do that. Yeah. One of the residents, very strong. He cannot lift me up. Maybe he just pretend he cannot, so make me happy. But many times he tried. It doesn't work. That guy is still alive, huh? The one Qigong that lay on broken glass, real glass, and being even pressed down, is still alive, huh? And the one that put the spear on him, and it doesn't hurt him, but the spear bend, yeah? It's still alive, huh? I make them use their muscle power and Qigong power to do woodsmith instead, making lamp and stuff like that. Making use of their power into something more practical. Yeah. Nowadays, it's very, very, very impossible, very, very unthinkable that somebody would go and push him down on the broken glass ever, or even use a spear to threaten him in the throw anymore. So I say, use the muscle and the talent to make something more useful. And I have some Qigong master like that, and some other kind of Kung Fu master also within our group, within the resident group. Outside, your brother and sister, I'm sure there are many more different kind of talents. They have maybe magical power, they can chop wood, don't need knife. It's very economy. You buy a wood for fire, tell him just chop it. You don't need to buy any axe or anything. There are some people like that, yeah. And some of your brother, or at least one that I knew, can chop a small stone. Small stone is more difficult to chop, You chop the bricks, it's more easy, yeah. Or not for me, of course, but more easy because it's bigger and it has more holes inside. But the small, compact stone from the riverbed, round and small like this, very difficult to break. One of your brother could. Yeah. I saw it. It probably also records some older videotape. You still can see it. Yeah, we have muscle around, eh? So now they talk about Mahavir's family. I told you I have calendar, no? Talk a lot in between. Okay, continue. The Chinat clan, to which King Siddhartha belonged, was same as the Isvaku clan, to which Lord Rishabdev belonged. So Siddhartha and Rishabdev both belong to the Kashyap family. These people, these two families, are very proud that 22 Tirthankas came from the same family. Yeah. Mother Trishla was the sister of Chitak, the president of the Vaishali Republic. Because of the parental connection with Vide area, she was also known as Vidyahadatta Jina. Her third name was Priyakarini. Vatma's uncle, or King Siddhartha's younger brother, was Supasva. Siddhartha's eldest son was Nandivadan. Oh, don't ask me what's all this name mean. I just read Indian name, yeah. Probably some important personage. Nandivadan's wife was Jesatha. Vatiman also had a sister named Sudarshana. When and to whom Sudarshana was married is not mentioned anywhere. Probably not important. However, her son, Jamali, was a famous figure. Although surrounded by unlimited wealth and grandeur, Prince Vatiman's mind and attitude was completely detached and purified by the fire of discipline. It was like a lotus flower in the pond. the power and glory of the kingdom never attracted him. Even his marriage to Yashoda, daughter of Prince Samavir, was due to the affectionate persuasion and pressure by and from his parents. Arranged marriage. Yeah. Yashoda gave birth to a daughter. Even though he was married, he was not really attached to all that. So there is a difference between having things and attached to it. Or not having things, but attached to it. So there were two different ways of attachment and two different ways of detachment. Like one time, there was one very great yogi who invited to a very rich person banquet, or maybe even royalty. And he just put everything in one dish, and he stirred it all up, stirred it all the time. And the host of the party was thinking, this man is so rude. He doesn't taste one by one, and normally if you're invited somewhere, you taste some and you say, oh, this is good and that's good, to please the host as well, as a manner. Yeah, but he don't care. He put everything in and he keeps stirring it. He not even eat it. So the lady host was very angry. He said, what kind of man is this yogi? He's supposed to be very greatly enlightened, but he has no manner. Why does he keep doing that? He don't even enjoy our food. It's all delicacy prepared for him and other guests as well. But he just put them all together, like he has no manner and no knowledge of the high society, of the food and of the taste, and he has absolutely no etiquette, no politeness, yeah? He's very rude. So one of his maybe friend or similar yogi class explained to the host, say, if he doesn't do that, then he will be in samadhi. He will not even be awake to attend your party. Yeah. He has to occupy himself, do something. So he put all the food there, but doesn't mean that he wants to eat them. Okay, he just do it. And like sometimes some of your sister, or maybe some of you or anybody would criticize some former king, like he has many wives. But I explained to you already, it's a duty only. He does that as tradition for his country. Also to try to have as many princes and princesses as possible, help him run his kingdom when he's older. Or to marry off somewhere else so that they will strengthen a relationship between his nation and the neighboring countries. And mostly king, they don't even know who's going to be in his bed that night even. They just give him a lot of cards and he just pick one. And whoever the name is written on it, then will be his company that night. He like it or not like. It's better he doesn't like any, because if he likes one, then other wives will be jealous. Because mostly these wives are from ministers and from neighboring country. So he cannot favor any of them above the rest. That will make his kingdom shaky. Yeah. And endanger his nation. So that is a kind of detachment also, I think. He just fulfill his duty. Many stories we read in, for example, Chinese tradition or Vietnamese tradition. If a king favor one of his concubines, then there's always some war or some trouble afterward. And the king would die, and concubine die, or lost the kingdom. Yeah, you know, right? Chinese especially. So here it's explained that even the Lord Mahavira was married to one of the princess here, royal family members, but he's also not interested. If he's not interested in the whole kingdom, why would he be interested in one woman? Because if he became a king, he could have many women, many concubines. Therefore, even if he's married and he is not attached, then it's very, very easy for us to understand. Very easy. Just like Prince Siddhartha, Gautama, the Buddha, he has also many concubines. He has only one wife, but many concubines. Concubines means also wives. It's a different degree. Yeah. Mean he can choose any of them also. Yeah. They are in waiting, like wife in waiting. So he also married and even have a son also, but he also left afterward to be an ascetic. Yeah. And later, Lord Mahavira also will do the same. The story is very similar. It's very surprisingly similar. Also prince, and also rich and famous and well and intelligent and strong and handsome and even married and have a kid and still forsook everything just to go seek the truth in all possible hard way. Yeah. Okay, so he married this princess named Yashoda. Buddha, before he became Buddha, he married to Yashodhara. Sounds similar name, eh? It's Yashoda. And Yashoda gave birth to a daughter who was named Priyadarshana. Prince Jamali married Priyadarshana. They married each other. According to Akaram Sutra, 3 names of Vardaman became very famous. Vardaman, his parents gave this name, yeah. And Shaman or Shraman indicates his natural unblemished intellect. Second name. The third name is Mahavir. This indicates his unique bravery, courage, and tolerance. The gods gave him this name. The gods gave him this name. My name, Supreme Master, is not given by my parents. Also, heavens gave to me. And that name gave me a lot of trouble. Not that I really like to pin it on my chest. Everybody says, what? Supreme Master? Who are you? Who are you? Call yourself Supreme Master. They ask all the time. So one time, I say, yeah, why not? I am the Supreme Master. What's wrong with that? Remember? Another of his names was Sanmati. Because of his purity of thought, he also became famous by his name, by this name. Yes. Other names of Lord Mahavir Swami found in canonical literature are as follows: Chanatputra, Vaishlik, Vir, Ativya, Antiya, Kashyap, etc. He has many names. I guess Buddha also has many names, meaning title. Yeah, he has many names, not because he wants many names, meaning titles. Yeah, the people call the Buddha World Honor One, Perfect Arhat, a Buddha, or a Great King also, like that. Detached from all mundane activities and desirous of becoming an ascetic. In order to pursue the spiritual goal, Mahavir was keeping the matter pending due to his earlier resolution. As long as my parents are alive, I shall not think of taking Diksha. You know what Diksha is? Huh? Vows to be monk. Something like that. Yeah. So when Mahavir became 28 years old, his parents took the last vow of continual meditation without food. In India, in those times, maybe still now, the people who practice spiritual, they take many vows, yeah? Like, for example, in the Buddhist tradition, the monks and nuns take many vows, yeah, but at one time. And the lay people, sometimes they take 5 vows, only precepts, yeah? And other want to practice harder, they take like 8 vows, yeah? Or 10 vows, yeah? And etc., etc. And at that time, At the Mahavira time, there are the last vows that you can take. Meaning, when you are near your older age and you're near death or something that you know maybe you are going to leave the world soon, you take the last vow. The last vows is that you don't eat anything until you die. You just meditate, pray, no food, no drink. So the parents took their last vows when Mahavira was 28 years of age. And then they died. Before that, of course, they gradually purified their souls and left their mortal bodies with a serene mental state. After their death, Vardhaman told his elder brother, now the elder brother became King Nadivatan. He told his brother, the king, the successor of his father, Nadivatan, he told him that he wanted to become an ascetic. Not normal monk only, but ascetic monk is harsher, more disciplined, more determined, okay, to get the goal. A normal monk maybe just follow Buddha, take some precepts, and just a very regular kind of life. Ascetic monks, different. They're really harsh for themselves. Like in India, I saw many monks, they sit under the hot sun of the hottest summer days, with fire even around them, and looking at the sun same time. That is one of their penance, one of their ascetic practice. And some practice forsaking everything, including their own clothing, that they don't even wear any clothes. They use ash to cover their skin. Okay? And some ascetic monks sit on the nail bed, really sharp nail bed, to meditate. And some standing on one leg to meditate. Some standing on the head for a long period of time, non-stop. Some bury themselves under the ground, practicing deep kind of very long interval of breathing. But don't do that, okay? These are special technique you have to learn, and you have to practice long before you can do that. You know, you go into kind of hibernating state, and you breathe once every long while, or you don't breathe for a long time. Don't do that, huh? Okay? Many techniques you can learn, but doesn't mean you can practice. Learning and practicing are different things. Just like some people, same class, and learn with the same teacher to speak English, but some speak very well English, some could not. The ability is different. Some people also, like the yogi, they grow their hair very long like this, long, very long. And they braid them together. They never cut, they never wash them, just they braid them together and just wash with water, just rinse. And they hang their hair on a tree branch or something. Just so they're standing there like that all the time, or sitting like that all the time, to avoid, sleeping. I see all of you cut your hair short. That's a very wise thing to do. Otherwise, you might tempt it to hang yourself. So many asceticism people practice. Some like they don't eat for a long time, or once every 2-3 days, or only eat when some people feed them. If nobody feed them, they don't touch any food. They don't touch any drink. It's like that. Somehow they're trying to trim themselves in any way they can, so that they can detach more and more things, detach from them, so that they can be more concentrate on the goal of finding God. So that's their way of finding God. Different people try different way. There was one story in India, I remember. There was one man, he passed by one yogi, and that yogi was kind of hanging himself with a rope, with a strong rope on the tree, yeah? And then just hanging there. And the person passed by, asked, what are you doing? Yeah. And that yogi said, I'm hanging in there just so I can find God. Yeah. So the man said, really? Hanging yourself there can find God? Okay, good. Then he go and try and find some simple grass or something, and he just bind them together and also hang himself very high. And of course the rope broke because it's not professionally done. It's not a real rope. He just bind the grasses together and hang himself up, hoping to find God. And the rope broke. But then he fell down and God just got hold of him. And of course then he saw God, eh? He realized God. And then the other guy with the strong rope binding forever, that's not fair. That's not fair. He just came, he just hung a few minutes, and you got hold of him like that. Why didn't you ever touch me or let me even see you? God said, well, you are too considerate of yourself. You bind yourself with such a big rope. This guy, he's so eager. He didn't consider his life or security, nothing. He just gets some grass and hang himself up. He's too sincere. I have to rescue him. It's like that. Just like one of the Zen story, yeah. One of the disciples want to see Buddha nature so desperately that he say he had to practice day and night, eating once a day and kneeling on the floor and bowing 1,000 times a day, whatever, yeah? Reciting Buddha's name or 10 million times, whatever. And the master say useless. Yeah, because he asked why I don't see any Buddha nature, I don't see any light. Master say useless. What you're doing is all wrong. It's from the heart, it's not like that. So the disciple asked him, how is it from the heart? Show me. How can I do it from the heart? So the master put his head down in the water and the disciple, get me out, okay? And the master said, that is from the heart. If you really want a Buddhahood, a Buddha nature, as desperately as if you are drowning in the water like just now, then that is from the heart. Then you will get it. I guess all of you are not from the heart, that's why you sit here, right? I also sit here, so don't worry, we all sit here together. Why was I talking so much? Okay, now we go back to Prince Vatman, it's more interesting. After his parents went away to heaven, he told his elder brother, who is the king now, he said that he want to become an ascetic monk. He want to forsake everything, go away. Yeah. So Nadivadan replied in a choking voice, he's emotional. Yeah. He said, what? Prince, brother, we just lost our parents, and now you want to leave me as well, to be a renunciate. How will I be able to bear these shocks at the same time? The brother is more emotional, more human. The prince is not human, I guess not. He's above human. He doesn't seem to be attached even to emotion, family or anything. Anything he forsake. So he begged his younger brother, Vadaman, please honor my desire. The new king said, honor my desire, please, and postpone your program for 2 years. Your program, he said. Don't become an ascetic monk just yet. Stay with me for another 2 years. I guess, so he has somebody with him, somebody close. Because parents just left, and now brother also leave him. And he has just become a king, a new king. Many things he has to learn, many things he has to take care, many things he has to handle as a young king. It's a lot for him without any supporting love beside him. So he begged him to stay for another 2 years. So of course Prince Vardhaman, has no heart to refuse. So he accepted his elder brother's request and stayed back for 2 more years. But during this period, he lived like an ascetic already, indulging in spiritual practices with due discipline. He prepared himself for his impending renunciation. Knowing about his resolve for renunciation, gods from the edge of the universe arrived and put forth the formal request. Now, the gods come down and ask him something. They ask him thus, "O benefactor of the world, your resolve is great. Please proceed on the path of renunciation and propagate religion for the welfare of the world." Oh, they did not ask, they just request him to do that, supporting him by telling him, "Okay, go ahead." So Prince Vardhaman gave charity 3 hours every day for 1 year long. Rich or poor, whoever came to Vardhaman was awarded whatever he desired. At the end of 1 year, Vardhaman was ready for renunciation. Okay. That is that for now, eh? Tomorrow I read you more. Huh? Thank you for listening. So I let you meditate, huh? All this way. Yeah. The Buddha said there are 84,000 way of practice, right? We can add a few more for my disciples. The left way, the meditation, the right way, and the front, and also the back. So that makes it 88,000. Okay, good night then. Good story, yeah? Yes. See you. Thank you. 尽量晚上打坐 ，OK？ 就观音哈，观光比较舒服嘛，所以忘记观音很重要哈，观音很重要。Love you 。为什么都是老人才来呢？啊，大概老了才有时间是吗？啊，小孩长大了哈，太太也累了，管你们管累了，都放了。这样也对了，因为在印度哈，如果要当和尚，50岁以后才当。不过等到50岁不一定还活着是吗？那个就是普通的和尚。我年轻就当和尚，我不是那种，我赶快那个。等50岁也是已经很累了，怎么还能够修行吗？如果他们普通的和尚，普通的男孩子都这样， 要等那个结婚啊，然后负责任啊，小孩长大了，然后才离家。觉得那个传统是不错的，不过我们怎么知道什么时候死呢？是吗？哎呀，有没有人写那个保证书说 OK 你70岁再往生？几十岁了？现在几十岁了吗？84。哇，Menschenkind的，哇，在德国他们什么惊讶，他这么说这样 Menschenkind 的，没什么意思。跟我们台湾人说，哇塞，这样子，84了，哦，看起来不差哈，你们两个看起来都不老。我认识他们已经30多年了，看起来跟以前差不多，修行蛮不错才对，不错。哇，你们还活着，我也很高兴。看到几个老朋友嘛，他也是啊。哎呀，不然的话都是那个新的，然后我不认识，懂不懂？这些护法，如果他们护法衣服脱掉，我不认识，啊，我认不出来。啊，没有几只啊，啊，别的都好像走了。啊，老的硬性的同修不多，那个时候很小，怎么还对师父信心到现在还不变呢？啊？为什么？风波那么多，是不是啊？
不会啦，
不会，
永远真诚。
对了，我知道了。不过一直说风波那么多嘛，懂不懂？哎，名誉不好，还是跟着。OK， 继续了。80多岁还这么强壮，厉害。他是道家的，道士的，不是普通的。有另外一个是道长，他离开了，那个人神通很厉害。这些人呢会看脸的，算师傅看好算好，生辰日子是不是真的名字才来的，所以卜碑都卜好了，八卦都看好了，所以八风吹不动。我教他们几个是八风吹不动。啊。你还活着哈？要等我哈。OK， thank you 哈，大家。